Okay, thank you very much for joining today's session. My name is Victor Anyarobi. I'll be your tutor for this unit, which is Unit 1 IT System Development, Preparation, Analysis, Design, and Problem Solving. So, again, my name is Victor. I come from an IT background. I have my degree. I completed my studies in at the University of East London, and I have a degree in computer science. I've been working in IT for the past 5 years, and alongside, I've been a tutor with UK University for over an amount of good years. So regarding this unit, this is a level 4 qualification, and as you are already aware, this qualification will be graded with pass, merit, or distinction, which will now give you enough credit for the completion of your whole level 4. So I think each unit is graded with 15 credits, which will now compose the overall number of credit that you need to complete your qualification. So the way our tutorials works, I believe they've been made available, the tutorials for you on Moodle, which is the learning management system made available from UK University, and I believe you've already gone through all the learning outcomes, all the other tutorials. So today's session is mainly we're going to cover assignment discussion. We're going to introduce the assignment, look into the tasks that are required to be completed, and eventually, and also we will now have a Q&A section in case you have any question to ask me. So what I usually do, I will introduce our unit specification, looking into our learning outcomes that you've already covered so far. And once we've done that, we'll now look into our assignment discussion, and we're going to understand our assignment. And after that, again, as I said, we'll have our Q&A. So looking at our unit specification, our unit aim. So this unit draws together concept from system analysis and project management to help learners develop the skills and techniques needed to confidently respond to a client brief, to identify a problem or opportunity, analyze an existing system, identify possible solution to the problem before choosing the most appropriate solution, and producing a suitable design. So the learner will present the final solution design to the client and respond to any feedback. So I'm assuming from the learning outcomes, you've looked into learning outcome 1, which is understand the stages and purpose of the life cycle. And you also looked into life cycle models in development activities. So for you to achieve a pass, there are 3 units, such as explain the purpose of life cycle in development activities, describe the stages of development life cycle, explain the role of system analysis in development and redevelopment. Merit activity, you had to select and justify your choice of methodology for development. And the distinction activity, you have to evaluate different development life cycles and models that can be used in system development. For the learning outcome too, you have to understand the key behaviors needed to develop achievable requirements, explain the role and responsibility associated with the stages of development life cycle, describe the importance of demonstrating the key behavior of problem solving, and with the merit activity, you have to assess how the use of project management tools contributes to successful control of development projects. For the learning outcome 3, so you can now use analysis technologies to investigate and demonstrate an existing system, carry out, and then so there are 3 units for this, such as carrying out analysis unit information, gathering techniques to review an existing system, document an existing system using appropriate tools, and produce a feasible report. For the learning outcome form, you have to now identify, design, and document a possible solution. So the learning outcomes for a pass grade, you have to use analysis to identify possible solution to a problem and choose a preferred solution. Design the solution using appropriate tools to document the, the proposal, including functionality and interfaces. Describe a further improvement. For merit, you have to justify your choice of preferred solution. And the distinction activity for learning outcome 3 and 4, you have to evaluate the effectiveness of using a range of documentation tools to communicate the result of analysis and design. And for learning outcome 5, which you now have to present a solution proposal to a client, where you have to present your solution to the client using suitable format. And for the distinction activity, you have to evaluate client feedback on proposed solution, explain how appropriate amendment will be made to the design. So we can now have a look into our assignment discussion. Again, this whole concept we've already analyzed, we've already looked into. Okay, so from our assignment scenario, where you've been asked to, you have to respond to a client brief requiring system development or redevelopment. Is this the right one? Yeah. I think I have the wrong presentation. Just give me 1 second. No, that's correct. Where were we? Okay, so our assignment scenario, which this has to be contextualized. You have to respond to a client brief requiring a system development or redevelopment, analyze an existing system to identify problem or opportunity, propose and design a suitable solution, present solution to client and respond to feedback. Learning outcome one. So to achieve a pass, you are simply required to explain life cycle, purpose, stages, and system analysis. If you want to attempt a merit, you now have to select and justify the appropriate methodology. And if you want to go for distinction, you now have to evaluate life cycle models. So when it comes to system development life cycle, we know there are different methodologies. So there are waterfall, which is a cascade style, and this is very outdated, and you can discuss. You can choose between evaluate different of them, starting for the more less effective one to the most effective one, such as agile. Learning outcome two, we have to look into behaviors and project management. So to achieve a pass, you just simply need to explain life cycle rules and key problem solving behaviors. If you wish to attempt for merit, you need to assess how project management tools support control of development. So you have to include stakeholders management and risk awareness. For Hello3, system analysis and documentation. So to achieve a pass, you have to use an information gathering techniques. Document system using DFD, ERD, UML or flowchart. Produce a feasibility report. And if you wish to achieve a distinction, you have to evaluate documentation tools effectiveness. Learning outcome form, you now have a solution design and justification. So to achieve a pass, you need to identify and select a preferred solution, design a solution with appropriate tools, describe further improvement, and if you wish to achieve a merit, you have to justify your preferred solution. For learning outcome 5, to achieve a pass, you have to present a solution using a suitable format. And when it comes for, if you wish to achieve a distinction, you also have to evaluate client feedback and explain any sort of amendment. When it comes to evidence and submission requirement, so with the system analysis documentation, you can choose which of them is more suitable for you between DFD, ERD, and UML. Yeah, so you have to produce a feasibility report with constraints and risks, solution design, documentation with justification, and professional client presentation and evaluation. So this was everything from our assignment discussion of today. I hope everything is clear. Do you have any question for me?
I have two questions.
Yeah.
First one is the tasks are I studied from the PDFs of the
Yeah,
learning outcomes. Is that correct?
on the PDF, yeah.
And there are very short videos. Uh,
Okay.
I didn't know where to start. Should I have studied them all? Should I have watched them all? Or are the PDFs just enough?
I think there should be one video for each PDF.
Okay.
So yeah, so obviously the video is more visual because there's more like a presentation, which is basically presenting all the concept that you will find inside the PDF. So it depends on the way you learn. Like some learners, they prefer going through the material themselves, and other people they might require like a video because that's the way they learn. But each PDF has its own video. Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay. The other question is the tasks are all answered in the PDFs. Is that right?
Yes, yes. So yeah, for each of them, like yeah, you're right. So for example, learning outcome one, if you go through the PDF, you have all the answers for you to like write your own assignment. So it wouldn't be anything outside the PDF. But if you wish to add more information, obviously you can do your own research about the topic, and which obviously will you're most likely guaranteed to achieve that task.
But I'm allowed to use some help from the answered
Yeah, yes,
things
you are.
in the PDF.
Yes, of course you are.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Um, is there any other question, anything else that I need to clarify for you for the assignment?
Uh, no, I think that's it for now.
Okay. Okay, that'll
Thank
be
you.
okay. Thank you so much for joining
Thank you
and have a good
for your
rest
time.
of the day. Thank
You
you.
too.
Bye.
Bye.